Do you ever feel your internal battery draining faster and faster? You wake up in the morning and the energy just isn't there. Sound familiar? Many people attribute this to aging, but what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? It's often just your body's way of signaling it needs the right kind of recharge. Today we're going to talk about 8 simple and accessible foods that can help restore your energy and vitality in your mature years. And I promise, one item on our list might genuinely surprise you, even though it's something you encounter every single day. Let's understand why we tend to feel more tired as we get older. The fact is, our metabolism naturally slows down a bit. Our bodies aren't as efficient at extracting energy from food as they once were in our youth. Plus, hormonal changes occur, and the absorption of certain vitamins and minerals, which are critically important for alertness, can also decline. But here's the good news. We absolutely can help our bodies. Think of proper nutrition not as a magic pill, but as high-quality fuel for your internal engine. And right now, we're going to give it a full tank. All right, let's kick off our energy marathon. And first up, we have a product many often underestimate. It's good old oatmeal. That's right, don't be surprised. There's a reason it's called the breakfast of champions worldwide. So, what's its secret? It's all about slow-release carbohydrates. Picture this. Fast carbs, like those in a pastry or candy, are like a flash of gunpowder. Bright, powerful, but it fizzles out very quickly. After that burst of energy, an inevitable crash follows, leaving you feeling drained again. But oatmeal, on the other hand, is like a large, steady log in a fireplace. It burns slowly and consistently, releasing energy gradually, hour after hour. This means you won't experience sharp blood sugar spikes or that familiar feeling of wanting to nap an hour after breakfast. What's more, oatmeal is rich in fiber, especially beta-glucan. This compound not only helps support heart health, but also promotes good digestion. And a healthy gut, as we'll learn later, is key to our overall energy levels. And most importantly, don't think oatmeal has to be boring. Think of it as a canvas for your culinary creativity. Add a handful of berries for antioxidants, some nuts for healthy fats, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. That way, you'll have not just a breakfast, but a true elixir of energy that will power you through the entire day. Let's move on to the second item on our energy-boosting menu. While oatmeal provides excellent fuel for our muscles, this next food is like rocket fuel for your brain. We're talking, of course, about fatty fish. This includes varieties like salmon, mackerel, herring, and sardines. So, what makes them so special? It's all about omega-3 fatty acids. Our bodies can't produce enough of them on their own, so we absolutely need to get them from our diet. These acids are like premium oil for the most complex computer in the world, our brain. They're essential building blocks for brain cells and help improve communication between them. As a result, you'll find yourself concentrating better, your memory will sharpen, and that unpleasant, exhausting brain fog will finally lift. As we age, combating inflammation in the body becomes increasingly crucial, and these inflammatory processes are often the hidden cause of persistent fatigue. Omega-3s are powerful anti-inflammatory agents that work from within. Aim to include fatty fish in your diet at least a couple of times a week. That could be baked salmon for dinner or a mackerel salad for lunch. So, a piece of fish isn't just delicious. It's a direct investment in a clearer mind and an energetic tomorrow. Next up, our third ally in the fight against fatigue is a product found in virtually every kitchen, yet its power is often underestimated. I'm talking about humble chicken eggs. Let's immediately tackle the elephant in the room. What about cholesterol? For years, eggs were demonized, often blamed for a host of health issues. But science doesn't stand still, and today, eggs have been completely vindicated. Recent studies have shown that for most healthy individuals, moderate egg consumption does not raise the levels of LDL, bad cholesterol, in the blood. So that myth can safely be put to rest. Now let's talk about the benefits. Eggs are a gold standard source of high-quality protein. Protein keeps you feeling full for longer and helps maintain muscle mass, which is particularly important as we age to combat weakness. But most importantly for our topic, it's the B vitamins, especially B12. These vitamins are the true conductors of our body's energy orchestra. They play a crucial role in converting the food you eat into usable energy. Without them, this process simply wouldn't function. So, a couple of eggs for breakfast isn't just a meal. It's a quick, affordable, and incredibly effective way to recharge your internal batteries. Now let's brighten up our plates with some vibrant colors and sweet flavors. Our fourth essential addition, berries. But these aren't just a delicious treat. They're a powerful secret weapon in your battle for lasting energy. Picture this. Inside your body, microscopic battles are constantly being fought. Meet the culprits, free radicals. They're generated by stress, environmental toxins, and the natural aging process. These culprits damage our healthy cells, leading to what scientists call oxidative stress. This oxidative stress is a direct path to fatigue, a weakened immune system, and feeling completely drained of energy. This is where berries come in. They're your personal rescue squad. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, cranberries. They're bursting with antioxidants, especially flavonoids. These compounds, which also give berries their vibrant hues, effectively neutralize free radicals. They protect our cells, reduce inflammation, and help your body run like a well-oiled machine. Just a handful of berries a day is a simple and incredibly delicious way to keep your internal power plant running smoothly. Add them to your morning oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or simply enjoy them fresh. It's an easy step that will bring immense benefits to your overall well-being. All right, we've got the main meals sorted. But what do you do when your energy suddenly dips somewhere between lunch and dinner? It's so tempting to reach for a cookie or candy, isn't it? Well, we have a far better option. Our fifth tip is the perfect healthy snack to refuel. It's nuts and seeds. Think almonds, walnuts, cashews, chia seeds, or pumpkin seeds. These aren't just for a quick crunch. They're little powerhouses of nutrition, packed with benefits in a small serving. They offer an ideal balance of healthy fats, protein, and fiber. This combination ensures you feel full longer and, crucially, provides a smooth, sustained energy release without the sharp peaks and crashes. But there's also a secret ingredient in them, critically important for our vitality. That's magnesium. You can think of it as your body's ignition key. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions linked to energy production, and a deficiency in it is one of the most common, yet often overlooked, causes of persistent fatigue and muscle weakness. So, a small handful of nuts a day isn't just a snack. It's your personal dose of magnesium and a key to stable energy. Keep a small bag of mixed nuts in your bag or on your desk. This will help you avoid the temptation of unhealthy options and get you back on track quickly. We've already powered up our muscles and brains. Now it's time to focus on the body's ultimate life support system, oxygen delivery. Our sixth point is leafy greens. True, they might not be the most exciting food, but their importance simply cannot be overstated. Spinach, kale, arugula, chard, these are true green powerhouses. Their main strength lies in their high iron content. Now imagine a simple chain of events. Iron is essential for producing hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a protein in our blood that acts like a tiny courier, grabbing oxygen molecules in the lungs and delivering them throughout the entire body, right down to the last cell. So, what happens if there isn't enough iron? The number of these couriers dwindles and oxygen delivery slows down. Cells begin to suffer from oxygen deprivation. As a result, we often feel constant weakness, sluggishness, shortness of breath, even with minimal effort, and may look pale. Sound familiar? Therefore, by adding leafy greens to your diet, you directly help your body breathe more efficiently, and it's incredibly simple. Make a large spinach salad for lunch, add a handful of arugula to your dinner, or toss some kale into your morning smoothie. It's an easy step that will help every cell in your body operate at full capacity. So, we've already filled our diet with healthy foods, but there's still one crucial point. We could be eating the healthiest food in the world, but if our body can't properly absorb it, all that goodness simply goes to waste. And that's where our seventh point comes in. These are foods that specifically support our gut health. First and foremost, we're talking about plain, unsweetened yogurt and kefir. Our gut isn't just a tube for digesting food. It's a complex ecosystem, home to trillions of beneficial bacteria. These tiny helpers aren't just responsible for digestion. They synthesize certain vitamins, support our immune system, and even influence our mood. With age, or due to stress and an unhealthy diet, the balance of this microflora can get disrupted. Bad bacteria can outnumber the good. This leads to bloating, discomfort, and most importantly for us, poor nutrient absorption. You're eating, but not feeling the benefits. Yogurt and kefir are excellent sources of probiotics, those beneficial bacteria we just talked about. By consuming them regularly, you're essentially populating your gut with a friendly army that helps restore order. As a result, all those vitamins and minerals from the oats, fish, and greens we discussed will be absorbed much more effectively. A healthy gut is the foundation upon which your energy is built. All right, we've reached the final item on our list. We've discussed carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and even bacteria. It seems we've covered everything, but one crucial element remains. The simplest, most accessible, and perhaps the most vital component for staying energized. Our eighth and final point is something you encounter daily, yet likely don't perceive as a source of energy, and it is plain, pure water. That's right, you heard correctly. Not some exotic juice or an energy drink, but simply water. It might sound too simple to be true, but its incredible power lies precisely in this simplicity. We're so often on the hunt for complex solutions and magic pills that we completely overlook the absolute basics. The truth is, your body is made of over 50% water. Every single cell, every biochemical reaction, and every process in your body relies on it. Even mild dehydration, just 1 or 2%, which you might not even perceive, already significantly impacts your energy levels. When water is scarce, your blood thickens. Your heart has to work harder to pump it through your blood vessels. As a result, less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your brain and muscles. And what do we feel? Headaches, brain fog, apathy, weakness, and an overwhelming sense of exhaustion. Quite often, what we mistake for tiredness or even hunger is in fact your body's straightforward signal that it's thirsty. So, before you grab another cup of coffee or a snack, try reaching for a glass of pure water instead. You'll be amazed at how quickly your mind clears and your energy returns. Ready? The most powerful and simplest way to reclaim your energy is plain, pure water. That's right, not some exotic superfood, but water. Quite a twist, isn't it? We often look for complex solutions, forgetting the most fundamental one. The importance of this is simple. Even mild dehydration, just 1–2%, immediately impacts how we feel. Your blood thickens, making it harder for your heart to pump, and less oxygen and nutrients reach your brain and muscles. The result? Headaches, apathy, weakness, and a general feeling of being completely worn out. Often what we mistake for tiredness or hunger is actually just thirst. Before you reach for another cup of coffee, try drinking a glass of water instead. You'll be amazed how quickly your mental clarity returns and your energy levels improve. Fighting age-related fatigue doesn't start with complex diets, but with maintaining proper hydration. So, let's recap. Eating for energy doesn't have to be complicated. Oatmeal, fatty fish, eggs, berries, nuts, leafy greens, yogurt, and of course, water. These are your 8 loyal allies. This isn't about a strict diet. It's about making conscious choices for simple, delicious foods that will help you feel your best at any age. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. If you found it helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more tips for health and longevity. Now a question for you. Which of these foods are already a part of your daily diet? Or maybe you have your own secret recipe for boosting energy. Share it in the comments below. Let's discuss.